Discus is only getting better for Africa.
Nora Money.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Nora and I'm currently preparing for the Olympic Games. So I've decided to make weekly vlogs of my personal journey to Paris 2024. Okay, so let's get into this video. If you're new here, this is my 4th country of the year and my 8th competition of the year. So currently I am in Ghana, West Africa, preparing for the 13th All-African Games, which is basically the Olympic Games of Africa. So I basically am able to train the same way no matter where I am. So regardless of the country, regardless of the place, I'm able to have my prehab session in the morning, my throw session in the afternoon, and a gym session after that if I need to. For every day that I have throwing on my schedule, I try to do a prehab session, which is what you're seeing me do right now in the gym. So this session basically just keeps my body healthy and prepares me for my training sessions that I have later on in the afternoon. I'm 26 years old right now, so it kind of takes my joints a little bit longer to get warm than they once did. So yeah, I call this a prehab session because that's what it is. It's prehabilitation, so I don't have to do rehabilitation later if something goes wrong. You get me? If you're watching this video because you're interested in throws, then you'll notice that a lot of the movements that I'm doing are actually very similar to the movements that I do in the discus. My prehab normally takes 40 minutes to an hour, so after I wake up, I do my prehab and then go and have some breakfast. Here in Ghana, I have to respect the times of the cafeteria. And a lot of people ask, how is it actually possible to have 3 or even 2 sessions per day? But honestly, it's just about time management. So in more details, like I said, here I have to respect the times of the cafeteria. And since breakfast is from 7 to 10, I wake up at 7, do my morning routine in the dorm, and then I make sure I'm at the gym by around 8:45 in the morning. So yeah, I do my morning session, 40 minutes to an hour. Then once I'm done, I rush to get some breakfast around 9:40, 9:45. So thankfully the cafeteria seemed to never run out of salmon and bread. So I was actually fine for breakfast and I can count on that. Something that was high in protein and some carbs to refuel me for the remainder of the day and the rest of my sessions. I arrived here in Ghana last week around Thursday or Friday. So I've already actually had a practice session here in this circle. And that was in my video about my transition from Australia to West Africa. So yeah, my last session is in there. One thing that I really love about training here, competing here, all at the same time is that you never know who you're gonna see at the track. The other day, there were some hammer throwers from Egypt, discus throwers from South Africa, javelin throwers from Kenya, and then the whole diaspora basically running, doing the relay handoffs and everything like that on the track. Yeah, also sometimes there are even TV networks commercializing and bringing attention to the games. So it was really, really cool to see everybody out here and everybody working hard in preparation. Yep, so it's Tuesday morning and you already know where to find me. I'm in the gym, I'm doing prehab, getting my body ready for the sessions I have later. So let me get into the details of what I'm doing. This right here is a movement that's really good for your glutes, very good for your quads, your core as well. Basically, all of them have something to do with the core and something to do with stabilizing some positions of the body, because that's what it is when you're throwing. You have to have a lot of stability and a lot of core strength. So this movement I'm doing is a glute bridge / Copenhagen. So I'm actually stabilizing one leg while the other leg is in movement, which is exactly like the last phase of the throw. And then this next one is a step up with a rotation and knee lift. Yeah, as you can see, that is basically the entry of my throw. Later on in the afternoon, I had my throw session, and today is one of those really cool days where there are other people at the track and other people at the ring yet again. So today, our sister country, Nigeria, has 2 athletes here throwing. So Cece Onyekore is here throwing in the ring along with Ashley Anumba. And I spent a lot of time with Ashley, and you've seen Ashley in my previous videos from New Zealand and Australia. So it's really, really cool that we got to link up again. Unfortunately, I don't have any videos from her at this moment here today, but you'll see more of her later on in this video because we actually got to hang out a little bit.
Pero, ¿cómo vas a calentar? ¿A qué me vas a buscar, Manuel?
It was pretty cool that after our throwing session, basically all of us throwers that were at the ring ended up in the gym as well. So you guys saw a tour of the gym facility in my last video, but here we are. Thankfully, there is a hex bar. This is something that is extremely hard to find in gyms all around the world. So it was really impressive and amazing that they had this because this has been a staple in my training. Now, unfortunately, they didn't have an Olympic bar that was good, so I ended up doing my snatches with a dumbbell, which was sufficient enough. I needed something explosive and quick, so that was that. So I finished out this workout with some hanging abs, and you can see me here giggling and smiling because we were just having fun. It was a great atmosphere to be in, so I'm really thankful. Yep, then I had dinner with my coach and went to sleep because the next day I did it all over again, starting with prehab. Today's prehab is a little bit different than the ones that you've seen in this video. So this one is a lot of core movements while my arms or my limbs are isolated and pushing or mobilizing in some type of way. After prehab, I rushed to the cafeteria and got some breakfast. Then Ashley, Cece, and I met up and we actually took a taxi to a different hotel to go and try to get some Wi-Fi. I had some work to do and they wanted to send some emails and yeah, just use some reliable Wi-Fi while they could. So that's what we did, and yeah, it was just a short trip. After we arrived back at the campus, Ashley and I had a nice lunch together. We got to chit-chat a little bit. And yeah, afterwards we parted ways and she had another practice session, but I was actually off for the evening. So I took the opportunity to go into the market. There's actually a market right next to us. Shout out to Prudence for having such beautiful items to choose from in her storefront. I'm actually doing a giveaway once I reach 1,000 subscribers, and some of the things in that giveaway will be coming from this exact market from out here in Ghana. So stay tuned on my YouTube and also on my Instagram for details for a chance to win. Leading up to the competition, I stopped vlogging as much and just wanted to focus on my mental well-being as well as my physical well-being. So I have a bunch of videos of my food that I ate, not really in any specific order, but as you can tell, it was a lot of rice, a lot of chicken for multiple meals a day. Like breakfast, there was rice, lunch, there was rice, dinner, there was rice, and chicken as well. So I can't complain. It's protein, it's carbs, it's ample for what an athlete needs, to be honest. I just wish maybe there were a bit more greens and veggies. But anyways, leading up to the competition, I had some chicken, rice, and some greens, and a bit of plantain, and then I went to the gym to have a prep session. I normally don't do a prep session, but this one was inspired by two-time Olympian Anika McPherson, high jumper for USA, who normally does a prep session before she gets out onto the field and performs. So yeah, shout out to Anika McPherson for this one. I actually felt pretty explosive and ready to go before the comp. And now the moment we've been waiting for, the actual competition. So my first throw was a 53-meter throw, but it was kind of difficult because we were throwing out into the open. There was no margins to really mark what, you know, how far we could place this. Sometimes it's nice to have like an aim, but there was none of that at all. My second throw, unfortunately, was a scratch. And then my third throw was a 55, and I moved up all the way to 56.11. The first and second place hit 58 meters, and I couldn't quite crack it. So yeah, I ended up with a bronze medal, and I am happy that I was able to finish on the podium.
Nora Atim Money, Cameroon. That looks like a good one.
Holy Ghost fire, supernatural, push my confidence.
And that's our bronze medalist,
My cocaine,
Nora Atim,
my heart desire.
in third place, 56.11.
I know desire, 'cause you give me desire.
Can she throw more than 58 meters to upstage the defending
You're my
champion?
true lover, my mommy water, give me happiness.
I did the best I can. To be honest, discus is only getting better for Africa, which is really amazing to see how well we've developed. So I have to push to get, further in the competition to one day get the gold medal that I desire. So my impression overall is that it was a great competition, to be honest, but it is what it is right now.
What assessment can you make about your opponents tonight? What didn't go wrong for Noah to have been able to grab gold for Cameroon?
I'm sorry, can you repeat?
What assessment can you make about your opponent's performance this evening that prevented Noah from grabbing gold for Cameroon?
To be honest, the way I see it, it's not about the opponents. When we're in there, it's an individual sport, so it's me on the island. When I'm in there, it's me by myself. I wasn't even paying attention to them the whole way. So what I could do is my best and execute the best that I can. So that's all I did.
This Friday, the final in women's shot put. How do you foresee the final? How do you look at the final?
To be honest, I've retired from the event, but I'm coming back to try and secure another medal for our country. So I'll do my best again.
Thank you so much.
Did my best, guys. I got third. Not bad, but could have been better.
I did my best. Of course, it could have been better, but I do thank God for the opportunity for another healthy competition. And I'm really happy for my teammate who got third in the heptathlon. So this is actually her first medal. So I was really celebrating with her afterwards. And then later on in the night, I prepared myself for the shot put competition because I'm out of retirement, but I'm still going to throw and I'm going to try my best to get another medal. Unfortunately, I do not have any videos of the actual competition, but I was able to throw 15.29, which is actually pretty decent considering I haven't trained for this literally at all. On the same day that I threw shot put, we had the discus ceremony, so this is some footage. Since athletics usually wraps up games like this is the last day, so everybody celebrated in that same market that you saw earlier before. And just like that, the All-African Games came to an end. It was really nice to have the moment of celebrity while it lasted. Usually athletes celebrate 24 hours after the event and then it's back to work. So we took a bunch of pictures, took a bunch of videos and just enjoyed the moment. And the next day I was headed back to Cameroon where I will be training and getting ready to compete for my next meet, which is on April 6th, the Grand Prix. So thank you so much for watching and stay tuned for my next videos leading up to the Olympic Games.